Hello and welcome to Crypto Weeklies. In this video, we are going to cover Aptos and its token APT. None of the content is financial advice. Over the last 24 hours or so, the price action for Aptos has taken an upswing, about 4.5% up over the last 24 hours. Over the last 7 days, up by about 12.5%. Market cap at around about 3 billion, volume at around, roughly speaking, 450 million. In terms of the tokenomics and market cap based ranking, Aptos is currently ranked number 31st by market cap, has about 650 million in circulating supply, and total supply is at around 1.1 billion. So almost 60 to 65% of, between 60 and 65% of total supply is in circulation for Aptos. That means per the analysis on the channel, again not financial advice, whenever the tokenomics have more than 65% or 65% of total supply in circulation, the impact of token inflation on price action is minimal. So this is the price chart over the last 1 year. If we toggle between price and market cap chart, there are slight differences, but again the market cap did have a much more positive outlook till about growth about end of year 2024, whereas the price kind of was flat. Again, you can check token unlocks as they appear over the next several years. Again, there is a flattening on this analysis sometime in late September 2026. That could be the end phase or the mid of the bear market for cryptos. Ideally they occur in 2018, 2018, then in 2022, now potentially in 2026. 4 year cycle theory. Again, right now we are in mid of 2025. You can see this token unlocks have a curve flattening in September 2026. So that is something to look forward to in terms of tokenomics. In terms of regression based analysis, using this DCA model, price color coded with risk level, helps identify if the prices are overvalued or undervalued at any given point. The regression risk has cooled off for Aptos quite a bit, and that is due to the fair value regression based valuation has gone down per this model. Again, you can see this model did a decent job in identifying the undervaluation territory whenever the risk levels were less than 20%, and again even more so less than 10%, between 0 and 0.1. Identified the bottom still about August of 2024. This time around, again, as the regression function has taken a downturn, the April lows did go to the risk levels between 0.1 and 0.2. Right now the risk levels are elevated per this model. That is because the regression function's shape has changed dramatically. The fair value has gone down to about $3.6. The current price is at around $4.90. So if the shape of the regression function were to change, that means if there were be a consistent rallies to the upside with some bottom formation somewhere, the fair value could have a slightly bullish outlook. Right now the key levels to look for is if the price action were to go to that $6 level. That is one area of resistance predicted by this DCA model. Going to the technical levels, this is the Fibonacci levels, and with some area of support drawn at around $4.90. That's where the current prices are. The 20-week simple moving average is at around $5.22. So that's a key level to watch. The 21-week exponential moving average is $5.60. After that, the next key level is at around $8. That's the 0.23 fib level. If the rallies were to go to that level, again, you can see since about Jan 2023, this token has made a series of lower highs. In terms of the fib levels of interest, right now is at around somewhere between the 0.5 and 0.382. Those are between $10.50 and $12.40 for Aptos. That is about 2.5x from the current price. In terms of the simple moving average based risk analysis for Aptos, the 20-week simple moving average based risk model says that right now risk is at around 0.34. You can check out whenever this model in terms of DCA helped identify some of the great buy zones when the risk levels were less than 20% per this model, and again less than 10% as they were back in early April of 2025. Those are the dip buying opportunities, and we made several videos on this channel related to Aptos back then when the risk levels were in that territory in early April, late March, early April, as well as 1 month ago and 4 months ago. Covered Aptos at great details in those videos. So if you want to follow along this risk-based journey for crypto and crypto assets, you can give us a like and subscribe if you enjoy this content. Per this model, again, some intermediate levels to watch for Aptos with 0.4 to 0.6 risk is between $8.70 and $10.33. That is close to that 0.382 level for Aptos. In terms of the time weighted average price model, right now the prices are lower than the blue line, which is the time weighted average price. If you look at historical evidence, you can see whenever the prices are lower than the blue line, they are essentially in an accumulation phase, have been in an accumulation phase since the token launch. So again, if there were one more leg to the bull run, and if Aptos were to participate in that leg, accumulating at these prices per the time weighted average price is not the worst idea, especially as the prices are lower than the time weighted average price. The underlying hypothesis is that at some point in the future, if the prices have the chance to go above the time weighted average price, that is if there is a bull market in the asset class, and if Aptos were to participate in that bull market as it is a quality asset, with that assumption, accumulating below the time weighted average price per this model is not the worst idea. The time weighted average price comes in at around $8.18 again, and this models are updated every day, encountering and updating the recent print on the price action to adjust the time weighted average price as the recent prints come into existence. So again, these websites are again available for free, not just for Aptos, for most of the top 100 cryptos on their USD pair as well as Bitcoin and ETH pair, and also includes analytics such as what is the current news sentiment. Again, it's 50-50 right now. Bitcoin and ETH risk is again in the middle of the pack in moderate risk. In terms of the Bitcoin year to date ROI compared to that of some of the other cryptos, how they are doing, how's the bull market completion looking like, using risk-based analysis to identify what is the phase of the market cycle currently. In terms of the narratives that are gaining popularity, is it a bullish time period in the market? Are altcoins pumping more than Bitcoin? What are the social media talking points? Which cryptos are garnering more attention? Again, we covered Chainlink yesterday. Hedera we have covered at great length on the channel. So these kind of social media narratives are identified using machine learning models and available on Crypto Weeklies under the narrative word cloud. These all analytics are available for free. The 24-hour top performer, the 7-day top performer, 30-day, 90-day, these kind of heat maps are available. So and I covered at great length in the YouTube channel. So if you give us a like and subscribe to stay updated, that would be great, and hope to see you again tomorrow. Thank you and have a nice day. Bye bye.